Hello friends, Tracy with The Great Adventures. Today we have just arrived at Buck Lake Wildlife Management Area. We are at the West Trailhead and we are going to do some trails out here. So there are almost 30 miles of trails out here. We are definitely going to explore some of those. A lot of this is natural woodlands and wetlands. So we are going to get out there and see what we can find. All right, so it looks like we've got a road that the hunters have access to here. I don't think it's hunting season, but they come out and hunt deer out here. And I just read on, easy dog, I just read on the marker there that apparently there is a screwworm infestation. Apparently screwworms feed on warm-blooded animals and they enter in a wound and feed on the flesh, which is absolutely disgusting. And this is the first year in over 30 years that there's been an infestation. So we don't have any open wounds, but apparently down in the Keys it's taken a toll on the deer down there. But we'll just watch for them. So really pretty in here. Just right beside the road, we've got kind of swale, I guess, to help catch the water. Definitely some mosquitoes out here. You can hear the birds in the background. On the east side of Buck Lake, they've got a whole section that is scrub jay habitat. Scrub jays are an endangered species. They're actually found only in Florida. Really pretty little bluebirds. There's a preserve up in DeLand. I think it's called Lyonia Preserve. That's created specifically for the scrub jays. We've been out there before. Those scrub jays are pretty desensitized to people. So they actually follow you around and watch you. They might even come up to you. But I think since this is so remote, you'll be lucky to spot one. People will scare them off. Look at this. Look at the flatlands. It's really pretty. All the scrub grass. Oh, what you got there, Missy? Got a couple holes down here. One of the endangered animals out here is the gopher tortoise. And so those may have been some gopher tortoise holes. Now this is a whole lot of wiregrass. Just a whole field of it over here. It's found in sandhills and coastal plains. It grows in these pine lands here. It's got a really wiry texture. I guess that's where they got the name. And the gopher tortoises actually eat it. Got some dragonflies out here. It's really pretty. Great morning for a nice hike. Got a bunch of birds on the wires up there. This This is another place on the Great Florida Birding Trail. And I know that they've got bald eagles out here, wild turkeys, probably a lot more. And we are getting a little marshy over here. Getting into the wetlands a little bit. And the terrain is changing just a little. Got a lot more palm trees. And coming up on some scrub oaks, I think. It's really beautiful. All right, let's get in on these little guys. These are those Florida golden asters. Pretty little flowers. They're all along in here. Yeah, did you know that there are also a lot of plants that are endangered species? The Florida golden aster is one of those. It was almost extinct. It was listed as endangered back in '96, and it's just now either just been removed from the list or it's about to be. So they've done a great job, like the wildlife management areas and conservation areas have done a great job of bringing it back, providing the right kind of habitat for it. The more native plants that we can save, the more animal species we can save as well. The aster really thrives in this kind of environment. Dragonflies are going crazy. There are something like over 300 species of asters in Florida. And they may even have some medicinal uses. Whoa, what's that? Okay. Gotta get in here a little bit. Woo, hello. Okay, can I get him? Contortionist here. Look at that pretty little guy. This almost looks like a sunflower. They're all along through here. But it's definitely not a sunflower bloom. Hello, little bumbler. I know. He's all over these yellow flowers. Really pretty. And apparently bees really like them. They're all along in here. It has gotten very swampy. And my dog found something. Something's been digging holes around here. Maybe an armadillo or something. I'm sure there's a bunch of those out here. But yeah, it's gotten very swampy. Total change of terrain from where we came in. Look at all those cattails. I gotta say, the power lines do detract from the scenery a little bit. But at least the land is protected. That's beautiful. Dog. What are you doing? Let's see what we have up here. So we've got a road that turns off. And it looks a little shady. I think we're gonna go this way. Dead end road, no exit. Well, we're okay with that. Oh, so apparently, I can get this. So that looks like maybe a picture of an observation point and tent. So maybe the camping is over here. Ellie, Ellie, what do you think? Let's go? Okay. Here is one of those button bushes. I just think these are the coolest thing in the world. They are apparently a really important pollinator plant. The bees love them. The bees just love them. So neat to see one of these again. Yeah, the button bushes are all through here. Apparently they normally grow in the swamp. They like to get their feet wet. Really pretty in here. And swampy. Yeah, we've got that wiregrass pretty much as far as the eye can see. And the seeds are good food for birds and other wildlife too. Okay, looks like we are at the end of the road here. And here's the observation tower. I'm assuming back in there is where the campsite is. We found the lake. Yay! Oh, nice and pretty. All right, there it is. Not seeing a whole lot of wildlife out there. It sure is pretty. Here's some of that Leavenworth tickseed. Really pretty flowers. I guess the Seminole Indians used to use them for medicinal uses. If you look down in here, I believe that's a grapevine. That might be a Florida native. They do grow all up in through here. Grapes would be nice right now. Oh my gosh, okay, we are headed back now, and on the way back all these flowers have opened. Oh, maybe some kind of hibiscus? Look how pretty they are. They're all through here. Ooh, score. All right. We just heard a gator. Yeah. Yeah, I think Ellie smelled a gator. And then he grunted at us, so definitely gators in here. We didn't see him. That's okay. I know what a gator looks like. Gators, well, they can be huge. They can get up to like 13, 14 feet, over 1,000 pounds. They're big animals. And right now is mating season. We are in mid-May, and they mate through May and June, and then they lay their eggs. Alligators actually lay upwards of 36 eggs, and then they incubate those eggs for a couple of months. Interesting thing about gator eggs is the temperature actually dictates which sex they will be. So if it's really warm, they're going to be male, and if it's cooler, they'll be females. Always remember that wildlife is dangerous. Gators are dangerous. So when you are out on trails and stuff like that, just keep your eyes open. Don't, whatever you do, don't feed them. Don't feed them. Guys, it is super hot out here. And we are almost back to the car, fortunately. We are gonna get the dog some water. And me too. Actually, kind of a rocky trail here. I mean, it's a road, which they've dumped a whole bunch of gravel on. It's making it a little bit hard for Doggo to navigate. She keeps kind of tripping. Just something to think about. That was our trip to Buck Lake Wildlife Management Area, and it was beautiful. We did not see much wildlife. We saw a lot of birds, but just normal backyard birds. I know that there are bald eagles out here and a lot of different kinds of wildlife. Maybe it's just because it's too hot, because it's already, I don't know, 85. But we were able to see a lot of native wildflowers, so that was really fun. It's always nice to see different kinds of flora and learn more about them. I can always learn more. Well, thank you for coming along with us. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, we hope you have a great adventure of your own. Hi, Ellie. You want to go on an adventure? Do you want to go on an adventure? Let's go. Come on. Hello, friends. Okay, thank you.